Hello folks, today we are rushing out after work to go up into Virginia, kind of where I've been the last couple of weeks on videos, only a little farther north, almost to West Virginia. There was some campgrounds up there that were free or very cheap, and I wanted to check them out. They're boondocking sites, so we're gonna head up there, see if we can get there before dark, before the sun goes down, and find a place to camp. So this trip, I think it's probably going to be a one-dayer, just to run up there, check out some of the sites up there, maybe see my son. It's kind of close to where my son lives, so we'll see what it thinks, but I'm going to try to follow my mantra here and be going nowhere fast. We're going to slow down and try to see the sights and enjoy. All right. Well, folks, good evening. It's about 7 o'clock at night. We just traveled about 2.5, 3 hours north from home to find some cool mountain woods, and we are in the Jefferson National Forest, which we came up to check out a free campground called Walnut Flats in Jefferson National Forest. It actually is a regular campground, I guess, but it's free. And we got up here, and it's rained quite a bit. And apparently the campground is closed. It's the gate is locked up. So we're going to take a walk around the campground anyways to see what it really looks like. And we'll show you what it's like. But here is the gate. And this is not an easy campground to find. There are all these signs that say campground 3 miles ahead, but what it doesn't tell you is that the campground is actually 4 turns in that 3 miles ahead. So, Walnut Flats National Forest Campground. No horses. It's on the other side, ain't it? Same thing. And they have drinking water there. They have a well. And like everything else, it's closed because of COVID-19, which is just stupid. We'll go up and look. It's up the road quite a ways from the gate. This road isn't too bad. The main road coming in is quite potholed. But with a little speed, you just kind of skim over them. So not too bumpy. Well, this is the campground, and it doesn't seem to have any flat spots, but it does seem to have a vault toilet. You can tell it's a pit toilet because of the huge smokestacks. It seems to have a big fireplace there. Where's the fireplace? Right there. And it's just kind of on the top of this hill. It looks like it's mostly for tenting because the road is completely surrounded by these walls of these fence posts. But there's, you know, picnic tables and light poles. And there's a well up there. It looks like it's probably a working well, hand pump well. Well, he certainly likes it, without doubt. He's been running all over it. And you know, I would say there's probably room for pretty good social distancing if there were only like 6 or 8 camp setups in here. But it is pretty sloped in most areas, which that means it'll be dry, right? Not really. The grass holds the water just fine. The campsite is really nice. Here's the corral for the horse. I assume there's a chain or something on it to keep it in there, but it's got a nice little grass pad. But we got plenty of room between the car and the road. And the horses are coming by again. He's just crazy interested. But it does slope just a tad. I don't know if you ever thought of this, but we dug a hole down in the dirt to put one side in to lower it, mainly because we didn't really have enough blocks for the other side. We had to pile up blocks on blocks. But it works. It's all level. If you haven't gotten one of these things from Walmart, these are pretty nice. I just have it glued there, but it's a level that tells me when the trailer is level coming off the car, so that's pretty nice. We just installed this on the battery. I'll put this on my web page. This is pretty nice. It's just glued on the top of the thing. You can see the glue kind of got messy with it. I'll scrape it off and make it neat, but it's just nice to be able to see your battery all the time. See what the thing is. It just takes one little tiny hole for the wire to go through, and it's got a great big long wire. You just hook that up to the battery, so that's pretty nice. Well, we're mostly successful this time, except that he keeps taking away all the big wood. I think I'm gonna have to get the chainsaw out, make some real firewood. Good morning, folks. It's morning. We've been up a little while. It's about 6:30 now. I don't know if you can hear in the background the generator from the horse camps. And he's already got sticks and firewood. It's a little buggy with gnats out here, but not too bad. This is a nice little campground. We'll give you a walk around. But we're gonna make my morning tea and eat a little breakfast, and he's gonna clear the woods of sticks. Ooh, you know, he brings all the bugs. That's one of the things he does, is they follow him and then they come after me. So let us get cleaned up and fed, and we'll be right back. Hello folks, we have retreated back into the trailer because the boy has dragged every rotten log out of the woods into the campground, and with it brought all the little gnats and mosquitoes and everything else that just chewing up my ears. So we decided to go inside. We're just going to wash up, and then we're going to go hiking. Once I get my hat on and my bandana, both of them are soaked in permethrins, so the bugs don't bother me. But we're going to wash up a little bit. And what I do is I just take the tea kettle, warm it up, and warm up a bowl of water from the tank. My water tank is filled with the full 10 gallons of water, and for some reason it smells a lot like chlorine, so I must have still had chlorine in it when I filled it up. But that's okay. Chlorine will never hurt you in your water, especially wash water. And of course, heating it up on the stove, or heating it up, or even just letting it sit out, the chlorine will dissipate pretty fast. So we're going to get washed up, and then we'll go hiking. See you in a minute. Let me tell you folks, if you haven't done this modification on your trailer yet. Any trailer, not just an A-liner, but this is the greatest modification in the world. You change your outside shower to this neat little shower handle thing, and it's like, it turns it into like a kind of like a garden hose, but it's, you know, at your demand, and you can use the outside shower for washing up, doing you know, rinsing dishes and stuff like that. And I'm not saying that you should do your full dinner cleanup out here and get food all over the ground, because that'll attract the bears and the animals and all sorts of things. But you know, if you need a quick rinse of a coffee cup or something like that, jeepers, this is just the most convenient thing in the world. And mine actually hangs on the new struts, so I can leave it there like that with the water pressure on, and it works great. It's an amazing, convenient little thing. I come out and brush my teeth, I wash my hands, all the things that, you know, you need to do. That's an amazing little modification. Check it out. I'll put the I'll put a link up here. You can click on that little circle with the eye in at any time and go to that link. But that's a great modification. Let me get my hat together and get rid of the boys' sticks, and we'll be headed towards, I think, Dismal Falls. So this is the front of the campground, and it is the White Cedar Horse Camp, and it is $15 a night for a single and $25 for a double, depending on how many horses I guess you have. And they have a whole bunch of rules and typical things. They have a map of places to ride and what you can do and what you can't do, and what to do if a bear comes in. This weekend is not great because they don't have water. I guess they're supposed to have a camp host. There's the camp host site right there, and it would seem that that might have water and electric. But the campsites are pretty nice. One water thing right there side of the camp host. Like I say, the camp host probably has water and electric. And maybe even sewer, but I don't know, because there's no place to dump around here. This is one of the campsites. It's pretty nice. They're not up yet. You can see the nice horse corral, and there's another campsite. This one's pretty open. Right side of the road. And then there's my campsite, which is right here side of the horse trail, and it's a really nice campsite. Just a fact of life that on these trips, especially like these Friday afternoon trips where I run home from work, hook up the trailer and get out, you're going to forget something. Just some things are more obnoxious than others to forget, and this is one of them. I forgot my drill. I have a drill that does this. If you don't have a drill that does this, and you do this every time you have to move the trailer, this is a pain in the butt. And it also takes 3 times as long. And in case you didn't notice, my stabilizers are about 4 times longer than normal. I had to extend them. So this takes a long time compared to the drill, which does it in less than 10 seconds. Not that this is really terribly long, but it just makes me remember I forgot stuff. You gotta love backup cameras. Well, it looks like we have found the trail to the dismal waterfalls, and it sounds like it's right off the road, which is what the map says. So let's hit the trail. We got a little stream right next to us here, and see what we've got. The size of these monsters, holy moly. And he's down in the water already. Look at that. I wonder when that got there. That's a big rock. Whoop! Look at that, he came back. Look at these ferns. These are pretty cool. These are creeping ferns. They only grow on top of rock. I don't understand that, but you don't see them very often unless you really climb on top of a limestone-based rock. Pretty. Let's see if we can get back down to the beach where he is. Pretty neat little area. Boy, the rocks are just incredible. This is pretty nice. This is just, again, a nice leisurely rumble over the rocks. Oh, this is pretty down here. Look at this. This really is a pretty nice little camp area. If you're with a few people that you trust. Oh, and there's the falls. We're on top of the falls. And he's only in that water to get that stick. That one stick. He wants to get it. Well, we finally found a way to get down here. And it's a nice little falls. It's probably much more impressive during high water, but it looks very inviting right now. I wish I'd carried a towel down. He's finally decided to go get that stick when I'm not looking at him and not the camera's on. The brat. Spring. Come on. All right, folks, we've got to show you this place. This is your typical Amish store. They're in the middle of building it in reality, but it's a pretty neat place. They got Amish furniture and all the Amish goods. The inner court here, whatever you want to call it. Really nice. It's got a little water fountain. And then it's your basic Amish dried goods store. But they have homemade everything. Oh, pumpkin bread, blueberry bread, homemade blueberry bread. That sounds pretty good. Let me take that. We'll take that. They got old-fashioned angel hair. If you wanted to join the clan, you can buy a hat. They have some guide books, coloring books, cookbooks. You got raw honey down here on the shelf. And beautiful, beautiful furniture. Just some awesome furniture. These we call rustic chairs, made out of just sticks. But then they've got, these are really cool. This is what made me decide we should do a video in here. These are logs, and they're cut out with drawers. Cut out with little drawers. Isn't that cool? That's just, I think that's just fancy as hell. I don't know how they do that. They must cut it in half, put it back together. Boards, cutting boards. Beautiful tables, but then look over here. Some really beautiful, fine furniture. It's a beautiful sleigh bed made out of elm, which is really hard to work. And it's just smooth as silk and beautifully done. I'd buy that if I thought I ever needed a bed. $1,700 for that beautiful bed. Look at how pretty that is. And a whole bedroom set that goes with it, of course. The whole set probably runs around $6,000. And there's more furniture upstairs, but we won't go up there. We're gonna get some squeaky cheese to go along with the bread. Home canned relishes and beans and all sorts of jams, salsa. And a deli section. Make a sandwich. Well, folks, as occasionally happens, I lost the ending of the video, but it looks like the video is gone far enough anyway. So we're going to end it here, and we hope you liked this video. We'll be out on the road again soon. Stay tuned, stay subscribed, and leave me a comment. Alrighty, I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.